working hard in the Everglades. New this morning, we're learning that they are helping rats take over, which means the spread of disease. The story does not make any sense.
It doesn't.
But Dave's going to try to fix this.
One of the first Davos that we did years ago was on the pythons.
Okay.
And just how they had taken over in South Florida between people disposing of them the wrong way and that the serpentarium that was destroyed
in the hurricane
during Hurricane Andrew.
Right.
So, and of course, through the years and the decades, with no predators, they've obviously flourished. And there are tens of thousands of them that we know about. There could be a lot more than that. So, of course, it's only a matter of time before these serpents, I guess, start to change the ecosystem.
Right.
And that's what they're doing now. And here's what this story is all about. So there, oh my goodness, there is a dominant rat species in the state of Florida. And you'd think that with all the pythons that they would be eating the rats and they'd be taking care of a problem.
Sure, that's exactly what you'd think.
They're not. Here's how they figured this out. They caught 115 rats over in the Everglades, and they filled them with, they put transmitters on every single one of them. And they let them go. And they checked in every 48 hours on these rats. Some of them, of course, died. They were eaten, and they figured out what predator ate them, and they moved on. But they only noticed that 6 of them were eaten by pythons. Only 6. And they're realizing that that is not the python's preferred food. They are preferring bigger prey, foxes, bobcats, rabbits. So in other words, they're going above the rat on the food chain and they're going to the next largest mammals. The problem is they're starting to decimate those numbers of foxes, of bobcats, rabbits, and stuff like that. So now they're taking away the primary predator for the rat. So inadvertently, in places with high python concentrations, we're now having high rat populations, and they don't know what to do about it because they're worried, and you mentioned this could increase the risk of disease to humans. They're noticeably concerned about the Everglades virus. Well, I never heard about the Everglades virus. And of course, the hantavirus, which you've heard about before. Not only that, but the mosquitoes are also having a tough problem because now they're forced to bite the rats because they're not being able to bite some of those bigger predators, which they were before.
Right.
So they're feeding on the rats, which in turn could also transmit disease to humans. So this is what they're worried about, that the pythons are taking out the larger predators to the rat, and now the rat is taking over. And listen to this real quick, and this is going to be a problem until we get rid of all the pythons. They have found 76 different species inside pythons in the state of Florida. That means these pythons are basically eating everything. Everything. Okay? And now they're realizing this is going to become a huge rat problem, and I don't know what to do about it. The only thing I could think of is just, open season on pythons all year long, rather than a few weeks, but I don't know the logistics or politics of that in general. So the ecosystem is changing, and this is just one story of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Advanced Pest Control of Chicago. Contact Advanced Pest Control at 773-789-9789 or visit pestcontrolexpertchicago.com.